Magic 89.9.
This is Pit Stop because it's a Wednesday. Are we so happy because Ega is not here?
Yes, indeed. Payback time.
Yeah, payback time.
Payback is a
Ega
B.
is 7 days a week from Jungkook taking over from JJ's halftime show. Guys, we are giving away CFOS tickets, Two Wheels. Two Wheels Expo next week from November 28 to 30. We're going to do that within the show. We're also going to do the Pit Stop poll of the week.
Yep.
The question was, because last week we asked you guys, because of the Test Drive Festival of Autofocus over the weekend, we asked them what brand of car they were so excited to test drive. But for this week, we are asking them what EVs they are excited to try out. I mean, the Test Drive Festival is obviously over.
Yes.
But after, post Test Drive Festival, like what EVs are you most interested to test drive? The brands are on our Facebook accounts and on Magic's Instagram. You can still check it. Warren has not sent me the results, so I guess
he will.
There's still time, right?
Yep,
to send in your votes. Plus, ASEC Marcus Lacanino in the house.
We have so much to talk about.
We have so many questions. LTO Chief, if you have questions on playback.tv/magic899, go send him in right now, playback.tv/magic899, or you can send us through Viber. I wonder where our Viber phone is, but you know what? While he's here later on, or even now, you can call us up for your questions, 0945-971-4011. Of course. I know, I'm so kilig, right? Hi, my name is Jada.
And the Wee Man.
Yes, we are Pit Stop. It is November 19, 2025. And I think we is so ready to start off with some not so motoring news
coming up.
Okay, what have you got?
All right. The ex-lover of deceased Viva Max actress
I love it.
and model Gina Lim was found dead in his home.
Oh my goodness, that is so tragic. Because yesterday, it was what's the name of the girl again?
Gina Lima.
She was sent to the hospital, and that's where they found she was dead, right? DOA. Okay, so go on.
Okay, so model Ivan Cesar Ronquillo was discovered lifeless in the same condo unit on Wednesday morning.
Wow.
November 19, where Ronquillo found Lima dead a few days prior. So probably it's Monday. I think it's Monday.
He's the ex, right?
Yes.
Was he the one who found Ronquillo? Or delivered her to the hospital?
Yeah, Ronquillo was the one who delivered Gina to the hospital.
Yes. Oh, but they're exes.
Yes. From what I've heard, parang they were like 3 years off na.
Off. Wow.
Yeah, before ganun katagal na.
Before
So they're probably on and off.
Yeah. Or it's still, still talking, still friends.
Yeah,
perhaps. I mean, we can only speculate.
Still friends.
Still friends. Okay, yeah. Right?
Yep. All right. So
anyway.
According to Lieutenant Colonel Jose Luis Aguirre, station commander of La Loma Police Station, Ronquillo was rushed to the Quezon City General Hospital, but doctors failed to revive him and declared him dead.
Wow.
May nangyari po sa amin na itong may nag-report po sa amin na itong boyfriend ng namatay na Viva Max actress na si Ivan Cesar Ronquillo ay nagpakamatay. Okay. So soon after midnight on November 19, Ronquillo posted on Facebook a carousel of photos of him and Lima during happier times. A video showed the couple hanging out in a condo unit. Another one showed Ronquillo crying over a woman whose face is partly hidden. Comments speculated the woman was Lima. In the caption, Ronquillo wrote, "Eto na pala yung huling pahinga natin, baby." I'm so sorry.
God. Yes, I know you're...
No.
Yeah. But this is no Instagram post.
Not about the situation.
But this is...
Promise, yes.
It's you.
Yeah, it's me. Another one showed Ronquillo crying over a woman, whose face is partly hidden. Comments speculated the woman was Lima. In the caption, Ronquillo wrote, "Ito na pala yung huling pahinga natin, baby. Dapat sinabi mo, mahal na mahal kita. Sinermonan mo pa ako kay Papa kasi di ko binate at panay kasabi sa Papa mo na namimiss mo siya ngayon, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Susunod ako dyan kung asan ka man."
Oh dear. together. Wow.
It's
like
creepy.
Romeo and Juliet.
In another post, Ronquillo showed videos of his various injuries, blaming a man for his wounds.
Oh.
Wow. So Lima was discovered lifeless by Ronquillo Sunday night, November 16. Reports said Lima and Ronquillo had not been in a relationship for 3 years prior to the incident.
Okay. Wow. This is so hot off the press.
It's heavy as well.
It just, on my way here to the station, that's when I read that. And it's just so shocking because I haven't even wrapped my head around Gina, right? Gina's death a couple of days ago. And all of a sudden this comes out. My goodness.
Very tragic, guys.
Oh my, yes. Hey, anything that you want to know, what you want to talk about? Saying hello to Victor Torres and to Shagu. They are tuned in right now. Christian Dom as well, saying hi to Jada and Wee Gamboa. Thank you so much for keeping us in the background. We've got motoring news.
Yes.
Okay, up ahead. We also have your requests. We've got the Chainsmokers and Tiesto up ahead. But for now, let's have some Harry Styles. Yeah, listen to Harry. He says, keep driving. You're listening to Pit Stop, and this is Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Tiesto with 21 Savage right there, and BIA, if I'm not
Tiesto.
mistaken. Both. Yeah. Are you so excited for the parties in December?
Yeah.
Are you? Yung totoo.
Why? Why not?
I'm just kidding. No,
I'm not
just
that old yet. Come on.
No, I'm just kidding because I know you are excited to have your
Okay.
Red Horse and your whatever brandy whiskey for the coming. You know what? It's going to be 2 weeks before we hit December. Is it 2 weeks? Yeah, give or take. Yeah, 2 weeks before we hit December, and the Christmas parties are going to be flooding in all the way to February.
Not just that, but the traffic.
We know of companies who have their Christmas parties in February, right? And the traffic is already it has begun, my love.
Yeah.
It has begun.
For sure.
Because today I got
Sundays,
here.
right? It's
really
crazy.
crazy on Sundays.
It's hard to tell last Sunday because there were a lot of road
things,
closures and all
going on.
But you're completely right. It has started since I think last week.
Last week, because I think
but slowly and surely.
Yeah.
It's piling up.
You know what? We are going to find out from LTO Marcus, LTO Chief Marcus Asik Lacanilao later on. Because I am not sure. I know
solutions to maybe.
No, you know, the only solution there is to stay at home.
No. Actually, they're actually doing stuff about it. They're canceling mall sales. Mga ganun. Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, during December,
Yes. But they're extending mall hours.
Yes, also.
Okay, I think it already started, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Egay, he says, is on playback. Playback.tv/magic899. Egay is on playback watching us from the middle of the ocean. If I'm not mistaken, he's in... Egay who?
Egay who?
Egay, have a safe trip. Yeah. Kaya pala, biglang kanina kasi we had like 35 viewers on playback and now there's only 20 for nag-alisan when Egay logged on. I'm kidding. But Egay will be back with Sampiaya, Napoleones, and all those things.
Saan ba siya
when
exactly?
we return. I think Bora Bora. I'm not sure. I don't want to say
Bora Bora.
I don't want to say where Egay is.
Not the exact village or an exact resort, pero Iloilo ba siya? Ilocos?
Yeah. Yes, middle.
Longganisa.
Longganisa. Ako
Nothing more, nothing less.
Napoleones.
Meron dito niyan eh.
Talaga ba? Longganisa meron din.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Really? From Iloilo? I have not tried that. Okay, we're so excited for the Longganisa and the Napoleones. Okay, you have a safe
I'm not sure kung Iloilo. I thought Ilocos. Kung Ilocos, yun, Longganisa. Kung Iloilo, hindi ko alam delicacies nila.
Yun nga, there's Piaya, there's Napoleones, all the sweet stuff.
Okay.
But thank you so much, Egay, for connecting us with Asik Marcus. He is our guest for today, and we will talk about anything traffic, anything rules and regulations, and all those things. Thank you so much, Egay. If you have questions, Egay, you can send them in on our playback.tv/magic899
or in our GC.
Or in our GC, if you like, Egay. But also, we have some news for now, or do we have
news? Yeah.
We have news. Okay.
I was distracted by Elena Darna's post. So.
Later, we'll talk about Ellen.
That's you. That's you.
I will try to make the best delivery of somebody's post. A friend of mine. I'm gonna ask permission first, but even if I don't, I think she'll allow it.
Yeah, I think so. It's news.
Okay,
it's
sige.
Diba?
All right. So what's your motoring news?
Right. So curtain call for the distributor of GAC, Peugeot, JMC, and JAC.
Why? For the Philippines?
Yes. So it appears the dream is ending for a once promising multi-brand automotive distribution company that handled GAC, Peugeot, JAC, and JMC. So for the last few months, for the last few months, there have been rumors swirling in the industry regarding the situation of Astara Philippines and the brands under its wing. Peugeot has been languished in brand limbo as problems with FCA have made ordering difficult and expensive. GMC models have the lackluster specifications for the price. JAC unit rollouts have been delayed, and GAC China has made overt moves to establish a local brand office, going so far as to introduce a new brand team at a recently concluded event. So Astara has been handling the JAC, JMC, and JAC brand for the past 3 to 4 years now, so they're calling it quits.
Okay, but they're passing the baton to a different group of people.
Well, as far as I know,
because I'm sure you've been working with them as well closely, right? For the past 3 years. So what happens?
So it's here in the pero I don't think it's complete yet. But so what happens to the brands and the customers under Astara? For the brands, Astara is currently in the process of figuring out the next steps.
Okay.
GAC is already resolved. The OEM will take over.
All right.
As they have already established a local office. Peugeot is unclear, but we expect that there will be negotiations taking place to hand off the distributorship to another company. As for JMC,
somebody's calling.
That may also be the case. As for JAC, well, there may be another thing being cooked up, but we will have to wait because of unsure and uncertain reasons.
Because there will still be a handing over of things, responsibilities, and documents for sure. But maybe they're in the process or they've already done it before this announcement.
Yeah, I think kasi for me, this is just me. Handling a multi-brand company talaga mahirap. Kasi,
of course.
Diba, kumbaga, instead of concentrating on one brand or maybe 2 at the most, but you have 4, 3, it's,
that's a lot
it's a lot to handle.
That's a lot to be on your plate.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
You know what? There's so many things folding up this November. It's just so sad. Not just in the car industry, but in the music industry as well. So many things folding up because I was thinking, they didn't want to pay their people, 13th month pay, Christmas bonus, all those Christmas parties, and all those pakimkims for the holiday season. It's just so wild that they're folding up on November 30. It's just so timely. Everybody's making tipid for next year. I think.
Well,
preparing for what's to come.
Maybe they just bought a car in the Autofocus Test Drive Festival.
Maybe that too. Not just one car, but several cars, right? Doesn't matter if it's just, under one solid, under one company or, all the brands that were participating in the Test Drive Festival. What I was so excited about was I think I had plans when I saw the post of Alice Dixon saying that she's going to be there on Sunday. And she was.
And she was stunning.
Super stunning. I mean,
at 51?
Right?
52?
Exactly. Wow. Amazing. I mean, it doesn't matter which part of 50 she is. She looks amazing, right?
I think she's going to stay like that until she's 59 or 60.
Forever. Maybe until 103.
No, like exactly the same.
Yeah.
I mean, nature is inevitable, but but right now she is stunning indeed.
She is able to maintain that beautiful face and body of hers. Another motoring news and not so motoring news when we come back. That's a promise, okay? But for now, let's have some Ariana Grande. Oh, Wicked! Wicked happening today for Toyota. I think they are
at the Mall of Asia. Yeah,
I wanted to go there. Because this was like the 280-degree theater. The newly minted, opened thing in as a Mall of Asia. So Toyota is going to break that one in with the movie Wicked. Bella is so, she's so lucky to be watching it today.
Thanks to Toyota for giving us the opportunity.
Thank you so much, guys. And Ariana Grande here right now. Yes, and on Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Along with all the kantahan from political celebrities, personalities from since last week, right? From Zaldi to Aimee to everybody else. Since after pit stops, sila. That's why we weren't able to make it as news.
I know.
Now it's pretty stale.
Because they had this meeting nung Friday, di ba?
Yeah, they did.
So I think Zaldico beat what they call this. He did his thing before their hearing.
Yes.
So para lang, that's
I know, to
out
shake
there
things up
and all.
or something like that. And then Aimee came out with her statement.
Oh my God, isa pa yun.
That last month just to kick this week off.
Yeah.
But also in the midst of that is this thing about Ellen Adarna and Derek Ramsey. And okay, just to give you, if you
guys, sorry, ano lang, off air, grabe, nginig na ganin yung sabihin to.
Grabe naman.
Really talk about this, so.
Di ba nginig na excited
Excited yan. Sige, fire away.
Fire away. Okay, so I'm taking, this is like, what do you call that? A summarized thing of everything that's happened. And this, I'm reading this off a friend's Facebook post, which I made paalam, but she said to not mention her name na lang.
Okay, sige. What's your name?
Muntik na.
Alright, go.
Anyway, so here's the situation so far. This was a day ago, so 24 hours ago, based on Ellen's own stories. Because baka you might get pagod to watch all the stories. So ito na, i-summarize na natin. Because she posted so many things
So much.
So many things. So summarize. So apparently...
Yung stories niya parang dots na.
Exactly. Kasi sobrang dami. So ito, medyo summarize.
Okay.
We might miss a point or two.
It's fine.
But
as long as we get the plot,
Yeah, so apparently there's always been this BFF kuno. Okay, the seasonal friend in the picture. And Ellen questioned it many times pero lagi siyang ginagaslight daw ni Derek. Postpartum lang daw siya, So ayun, away sila ng away. Though she's checking with her lawyer pa what she can actually reveal at this point. Now, it came to a point na, so this is Taglish this point. It came to a point na pinababarangay niya si Derek twice until they eventually agreed on an agreement. She stays in their house for the kids while her own house is being renovated and yung sariling bahay niya.
Wait, own house. So
yeah,
they have their own houses?
Ellen. Diba Ellen and Derek, they have their own house together.
Yeah.
And I think Ellen is having she has her own house and she's having it renovated.
Okay.
Very Filipino telenovela logistics, right? Now for the longest time.
The House of Us,
right? Have you seen that TV series?
Yeah.
You know what? I've yet to start, but I'm so scared because I think iyak ako every day if I start it. Anyway,
go.
So many hunches about the girl. Okay, and then 3 weeks ago, someone sent Ellen screenshots. Apparently, just 9 days into their relationship, and this was many years ago, Derek was already texting the girl asking why she was distant, if she was ignoring him, and when there's a reply from the girl, when there's no reply from the girl, may impatient NVM, meaning never mind.
Never mind. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Apparently, it's a manipulation tactic, stuff like that. Now, part of the screenshots include the girl making reklamo sa isang friend niya na Derek keeps on calling her kahit na raw he's with Ellen na. Kaya she's gonna go on being a biatch
do it, yes.
to him para hindi siya kulitin. But sometimes she replies when she feels like it. Okay, when she feels like it.
Hard to get,
Yes. Ellen also said to netizens na those who are asking bakit alam niyang cheater, pinakasalan pa niya. Ellen said, hindi ka ba nakikinig? I found out 3 weeks ago lang dahil kung alam daw niya, no, she would have never married him.
Yes.
Tama nga naman. Now Ellen feels vindicated. She's even in a group chat with Derek's exes.
What? What?
This one I've got to see. I want to be a fly in the wall in this group chat of Derek's exes. And they've confirmed that the girl has always been there. Now, Ellen said she also got blamed for the demise of Derek's last relationship. The one before her.
Si Andrea.
Yes, something. Andrea. Yeah, that
Andrea Torres.
That artista. Yes. So apparently, she's not the reason. Apparently, it's this girl. Baka daw or something like that.
Wow.
Now, here's also where it hits home for me at least. The parenting comparison hits hard because Ellen invited Derek to their daughter's first birthday and he skipped it for either golf or frisbee.
What?
And the only people who attended from Derek's part of the family, his niece and his nephew, not even his parents came.
Don't they live together?
Not anymore, apparently nga. Hiwalay na sila.
Itong first birthday ng
No, apparently they've broken up even before the first birthday of the baby girl. So, okay. The comparison between him and Popoy is John Lloyd, by the way.
Yes.
Has surfaced. Kasi apparently during COVID, si JL has chartered a private plane during COVID just to see his child. 10 points for Gryffindor. What can I say?
Yeah.
So, according to Reddit, ito na. The girl best friend Kuno is a baker and she often posts pics in San Vicente, Palawan at Derek's beach house. Madalas pa, same timing ng posts ni Derek sa same location. The math is mathing.
Mathing, yeah.
Oh my God. At ito, nagbabagong balita. Another ex just joined the group
truth is
chat
giving.
too. Yes. And parang may pasabog coming soon. Oh my God. So waiting for this one. So far, that's it. Okay. And Ellen clarified apparently in important points. Okay, these are important because we don't want anybody to speculate. Walang physical battering from both sides. The girl is not one of his exes and it's not Pernilia. Yun na daw
I'm
sa
confused. The girl is not one of his exes. So
It's not.
because she's the earliest of the bunch or
No, she's just ever since the side chick.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
never the
Yes,
girlfriend.
Yes, never.
So, she's side chick lang siya forever. And she likes that, I guess. You know, there are girls like that, apparently. Hindi na talaga motoring news to. Which is so far.
Yeah, but
It's not even
I
not
can
so.
see your amazement, so I'm amazed as well. But yeah.
Hindi naman siya not so. It's nuts.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
insane.
Yes.
But yes, that's your not so motoring news for today.
Definitely not so motoring. So yeah.
Okay, so we've
Let's
got
get back to motoring.
news. What? Okay, wait. Let's get back to motoring news. After this, do we have a time check that we need to do? Later on. Let's now have Katy Perry. I'm his, he's mine. Pinag-agawan. This is Pit Stop with Jada and the Wee Man on Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
His foot reach his head kaya?
I mean, I'm talking about a different.
Yeah, okay. Different kind of head. Okay. Oh my God, I walked right into that, didn't I?
Yeah.
I did. I'm so
My plan
sorry.
worked.
Kainis ka. Anyway, guys, on playback.tv/magic899, you're in for a treat. And everybody who's out there listening to us, we have been hyping it since the start of the week. Even Bianca is excited in the house in Pit Stop today on a beautiful Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, LTO Chief Asek Marcos Lacanilao in the house. Woo-hoo! Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Wait. One more time.
Good afternoon.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Asek, for making time. I know you guys are so busy in your office. I think, were you able to sleep ba after last night?
Are you fresh from a bus?
Oo, madaling araw na. 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh.
So, okay, since we're already here conversing about it off air, mainit na mainit, no?
Mainit.
Let's talk about si Sir, what's your name again, sir?
Franz.
Sir Franz a while ago said, it's too bad that Ega is not here because he was the one who, facilitated this
and he's a car
guesting.
enthusiast.
And then
all.
Sir Franz said,
Baka nahuli namin siya.
baka siya yung nahuli namin kahapon, kagabi. And so I have no idea, but you apparently so what happened?
Clicked right away. So apparently the LTO was able to apprehend some sports cars from various enthusiasts doing some fun runs at night or in the morning.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little more about that,
Yes.
LTO Chief?
Oo. Last night kasi
Sige, Asek, lapit ka lang sa microphone.
nagkaroon kami ng
Yan.
information na meron ngang car meet na magkakare-karera sila sa expressway.
Wow.
Na i-video pa nila. So immediately nag-dispatch kami ng tao to verify. So yung dispatch namin tao sa area, nakita namin na may mga violation yung mga kotse. Oo. So yung isang kotse doon, halos pinakyaw niya lahat yung violation.
Okay, wow.
Solid.
So
Okay.
Chief, how many cars were there last night or nung madaling araw?
More than 10. Kaya lang yung iba,
dami.
yes, yung iba may mga papeles naman sila, may proper documentation, license, tapos yung plates nila nakalagay naman. Ang problema lang nung iba na nakita namin, number one, yung isang kotse yung GTR.
Yeah.
Isang GTR. Dalawang GTR yun eh.
Anong kulay? Sorry.
White.
Actually, tatlo palang GTR yan pero dalawa lang yung may
Violation.
Yung violation. Yung isang GTR, wala siyang license plate sa harap. Yung likod niya, yung plaka na nakalagay sa likod, hindi yun yung original niya na number ng kotse. Kumbaga parang vanity plate pero kahawig din siya ng regular plate. Pero
it's not registered.
Oo, hindi yun para doon. At yun yung ginagamit niya parate. Kasi marami kasing very active kasing owner, may active siya vlogger. So ginagamit niya, pinopost niya yung kotse na yun yung ginagamit niya na plate. So nung mahuli namin siya, yun pa rin yung plate na gamit niya.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow, he thought he could get away with it. He was all over the place apparently.
Second,
balls of steel.
Hindi pa siya, unregistered pa yung sasakyan.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Because if he was using a different plate, it means the car is not registered. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Or wala lang, talagang gusto lang niyang mahuli.
this is what boggles me though, Asek. How were they able to get to the expressway without having to go through all these checkpoints perhaps in the city? Where did they come from?
Kaya usually lumalabas sila at the middle of the night.
Okay.
So ano yun? Tactic talaga yun. It's a strat.
Yes. So hindi naman nila matatago sa akin dahil alam ko yun dahil ganun ako dati.
Ayun. That's what
I love the
parents
honesty.
that's
I
what
love the
parents
honesty.
always say to their
Yes,
kids. You know,
yes.
been there, done that.
Yes.
Pero Asek, tingin mo saan nanggagaling yung lakas ng loob na gawin to? No?
I know,
it's 2025, ang dami ng regulations natin about street racing. Sige nga.
Yun nga ang sabi ko sa kanila kako, hindi naman bawal magmay-ari kayo ng mga ganyang kotse. Ang bawal yung hindi nyo irehistro, ibang plaka yung gamitin nyo or wala kayong plaka. May mga pera sila eh. Kaya nilang yung registration, hindi ganun, bali wala sa kanila yon.
True.
Oo, pero yun nga, nagtataka ko bakit kailangan pa mag-violate ng ganun.
Yes.
Oo, so yun, in-implement namin yung operations kahapon. Yung iba naman, European cars, yung Ferrari, walang front plate, walang front plate attached, tapos unregistered din.
Wow.
I find it heartbreaking when you say Ferrari, not registered, no plate.
I don't find it heartbreaking.
But, yeah.
At all.
Because, kasi hindi pa nila naisip na if they don't get caught right in the moment that they're doing it, it's gonna be a matter caught eventually. It's just a matter of time, right?
Yes, exactly.
If they're gonna be posting it, di ba, iyayabang nila yan for sure sa social media. Hahanapin sila yun nga lang hindi naka-register. Hindi na bisa hanapin, di ba? So, sir, ano pa mga violations yung nandun?
Yung iba puro unregistered.
Okay.
Which is big, no?
Yes, it's a big thing.
Merong isang GTR din doon, yung plate din niya, hindi yun yung original plate niya, pero yun yung number na nakalagay. Unregistered din. Tapos yung
Under what that does fall? Kumbaga tampering pa rin ba yan? Or
what violation does that fall under?
Hindi kasi hindi sila gumagamit nung tamang yung plate number talaga niya. So meron naman talaga siyang designated na plate number pero
hindi
nagpagawa siya.
Hindi lost. It's with him.
Yes.
Missing.
Nasa kanya.
What a D.
Yeah.
At madali na naman nang mag-apply ngayon for new plates.
Of course.
So lalo na sa kanila, madali nilang asikasuhin yan. Mayroon silang tao or pwede silang pumunta sa LTO. Mabilis
they have the money. I mean, basically, right?
Then, yung ibang kotse naman, kagaya ng Toyota Supra, unregistered din. Oo.
Sorry. Toyota Supra pa.
Pero yung halos pumakyaw ng violation na GTR, may backup siya.
Like?
Yung backup niya, fake plates din.
Ay.
Land Cruiser naman. Expired pa.
Oh my goodness. Why? So the Land Cruiser was also there?
Yes.
This guy was asking for it, no? Basically.
I don't know. Maybe he wants
Speechless
more.
Ako talaga.
Maybe he wants more followers. Was he filming it while you were doing all the, all the action was happening? He was filming it. He's gonna post it on his social media because a lot of people are gonna be watching it.
If he comes clean, seen and then he posts it, kumbaga para lesson learned and all, maybe he would get the sympathy of his audience. Pero what the hell was that?
Maybe he
was
planned
that?
this. Siya ba yung mastermind? Is he the mastermind of the race for last night?
He's the alpha guy.
He's the alpha guy.
Alpha guy.
And we can
Okay.
hear Sir Franz in the background. Kasi nakakatch siya ng microphone. So he's out. Na hindi pa rin natin pwede i-reveal ko anong name.
Kailan ba natin magaganig yung names nila?
Oo nga.
I mean, not here, of course. Will it be posted? Or
In the
Hindi,
news.
yung siguro sa social media na lang. So, na nila, makikita naman yan. All over, social media na.
Tsaka
Pero
hindi
siguro
man yata
dapat,
tinatago.
nila yan maging aral sa kanila. Sabi ko nga parati, hindi bawal na magmay-ari ka ng mga ganyang kotse. Oo, paulit-ulit kong sinasabi. Pero ayusin na lang nila yung mga papeles nila, lisensya nila, 'di ba? So kung hindi pa yon, wala ka pang plate holder kasi yun yung usual problem ng mga naka sports car. Wala silang plate holder para mailagay yung plate nila.
Okay.
Kasi
So,
iba yung mounting position ng ano.
Iba yung mounting position. So hindi nila mailagay pero hindi dahilan yun eh. Oo. So ako nga hindi ko mailagay kaya hindi ko ginagamit yung kotse ko.
Nasaan
So,
ang sports car mo, Asek?
ano din?
GTR. Si Frank.
German.
Beamer ba to Beamer?
Yeah, German.
Asik, mayroon akong question. I mean, this is for the audience, no? I'm sure they're actually wanting to know yung mga violations na naganap. Magkano yung fines na mga
Ayun, yun. Oo. Yeah, what's the,
if you have any files on hand.
Yung details. Sorry.
Yung sa plate was 5,000.
Plate 5,000.
Unregistered 12.
Unregistered.
Wow. 12. Wow.
Bukod sa fine, do they have to do community service?
Wala naman.
Fine.
Kailangan lang yung kotse nila dumaan dun sa PMVIC para ma-check kung yung roadworthiness ng kotse nila. Yun lang naman.
Tsaka kung yung tunog, kasama ba yun?
Oo. Pero usually kasi kami sa LTO, yung collaboration with other government agency which is the Bureau of Customs. So nagko-coordinate kami parati sa kanya, especially kung nakakahuli kami ng mga sports cars. Kung properly ba yung tax,
legally purchased,
yung tax payment.
Tax payments.
Actually, yesterday nakapag-apprehend kami ng Lamborghini na Huracan.
Wow.
Nakakalungkot kasi kawawa yung may-ari, pero wala siyang tax. Okay.
Nakakaaway, mami. Bakit?
Hindi, nabili lang nabili niya in good faith eh. Hindi niya alam na gano'n.
Okay. Fine.
He didn't know. He
didn't
acquired
know.
it lang.
Oo.
So parang second owner siya or something.
Yeah, second owner. But
Okay.
wala tayong magagawa. We need to follow the law.
Pero meron pa siyang chance to get that car.
Yes, sa customs na lang. So kaya lang, kailangan nilang
have to
dumaan sa
pay
process,
yes.
bayaran yung taxes, yan. Pwede naman. Kaya lang,
I think may pambayad naman yun.
kaya lang, syempre, ang mabigat doon, sabi nga ng customs, medyo kasi kung yung value niya halos ganun din yung babayaran mo sa customs.
Yes.
Ouch.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder if he bought it from a friend or kakalala. Kasi if it's a friend, I'm sure FO na yan. Friendship over. Right?
That's,
Imagine your friend doing that to you. I don't
Say goodbye to sports cars for me.
Unforgivable. Oh my goodness. So bukod doon, Asek, ano na yung proseso? Have they already paid or is it still in the process?
No, ngayon kanina tinurn over namin sa Bureau of Customs. So nasa possession na ng Bureau of Customs. Bureau of Customs na ang bahala sa kanila.
Okay.
Pero yung kagabi, yung operations kagabi, nasa amin sa LTO. Kasi iba naman ang kaso nun eh. Puro yung violation lang naman sa amin sa LTO. Which is yung unregistered, no plate, tapos yung no license.
Oh my goodness. Ang galing na mainit talaga to. This is just hot off the oven.
Nakita ko lang nito kanina before I left the house. Parang wow.
Okay, we are gonna talk about this when we are gonna ask Asek.
This news was shared by my friend Bochi Santos. I hope he's listening.
Yeah.
So nakita ko.
Thank you so much,
Vlogger
Bochi.
nga daw niya.
Di ba si Bochi? Di ba siya vlogger?
Somewhat. Yeah. Pero media siya. Certified media si Bochi.
I'm sure we have more questions for the Asek this afternoon. But for now, are we gonna check the time? It is now 4:19 on the clock. And back.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. This is Pit Stop. You've got Jada and the Wee Man. We, on the off chance that you can hear me outside, you can walk in anytime, okay, even if the microphone's on, because this we has something to take care of. But in the house, Asek Marcos from LTO, or LTO Chief. So a while ago, we talked about the bust that happened. Fresh na fresh. Wala pang tulog si Asek, I think, from that situation. But now Egay, our dear Egay, he is somewhere off the coast right now, but he has questions for the chief. Okay, ito rin, this was the thing that we've been talking about since last week also, because we've been wondering, I mean, there was no update online on all news agencies. What is the final decision of the LTO regarding license revocation for those involved in road rage? Asek Marcos, you can answer that right now.
Nagkaroon na kami ng resolution dyan. Una, nung pagpasok ko, nung pag-upo ko, yung road rage sa Antipolo na binangga yung batang estudyante, banned na yon for life. Revoke na yon for life.
Oh my God, you've already implemented it.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Then second, yung sa Katipunan, na government official, yung driver niya nanakit, banned na rin for life yon, yung driver niya. Yes.
As driver.
Yes. Tapos yung sa Marikina na binugbog yung nagbabicycle, yun, na-ban na rin yun.
Because road rage.
Na-revoke na rin, yes.
There was also one you were saying in Batangas or Laguna, somewhere in the south.
Yes, yung sa Laguna, sa San Pedro, yung pick-up na bumaba siya, sinuntok niya yung driver ng Innova, tinutukan pa niya ng baril na
fake.
Airsoft daw. Oo, yun. Revoke na yun for life din.
Okay.
Oo, tapos yung bus driver na bumaba kasama yung conductor na may dalang tubo, pamalo, revoke na rin yun.
How about the one you caught yourself? The one along EDSA, the one with the blinkers?
Yes, nakakulong naman yun kasi may warrant of arrest yung driver. Nung mahuli namin, may pending warrant of arrest pala siya.
Mike, how long has he been plying the streets of Manila before he was caught? I mean, after the warrant of arrest was
actually,
issued.
nung pagpasok ko ng LTO, ako yung una nakakita sa kanya sa EDSA. Hindi ko lang siya mahuli that time kasi ini-interview ako sa phone.
Okay. On a radio station as well. Okay.
After a week, nakita ko na naman siya. So,
napakadaling hulihin pala ng mama na ito.
So, yun, nahuli na namin.
So, medyo naka-timing lang. But you caught him on a violation.
Yes.
Not because you were serving his warrant of arrest.
May blinker. Tapos, yung conduction kasi nga, hindi yun yung number. Binago niya yung last 2-digit number na nakalagay dun sa temporary plate niya.
Okay.
Ayun. Tapos, ano pa ba nakita namin? May dala siyang replica na baril sa loob ng kotse. Tapos with live bullets. Oo.
Are you kidding me? And it's not licensed and it doesn't have license to carry and all those things.
Yes. Then pinakita niya sa amin, sabi niya, member siya ng AFP. Oo. So, syempre kami, alam ko kaagad kung authentic yung card niya.
Okay.
Although nag-verify pa kami formally, pero doon pa lang pagkita ko, hindi siya authentic. Fake
siya.
Oo.
Oh my God, he has so many violations apart from, of course, the existing warrant for arrest. Now, my follow-up question to Egay's question is, okay, so this revocation of licenses for road rage, hindi pa siya batas no?
Yes.
Hindi pa siya batas. So, this is the first of its kind for the Filipino people because ngayon lang ba tayo nagkakaroon ng road rage? Why do you think this is so?
No, matagal na yan. Kaya nga sinasabi ko noon, natandaan niyo in the early 90s, nagbabarilan pa di ba? Natandaan niyo yung time ni Rolito Go, no, nagkasalubong sila sa Green Hills, binaril, patay.
I was about to say, Ortigas, right?
Yes,
okay.
So, matagal na yan. Kaya lang ngayon, siguro ang Pinoy, kailangan ng disiplina. Maraming walang disiplina. So, kailangan talagang disiplina. Kaya kailangan talaga naming higpitan ng LTO regarding dito.
What was the straw that broke the camel's back for you to decide na we have to, serve this up as a piece of line in the law, not kasi, just
kasi nagmamaneho din ako nakikita ko yung hindi nila dapat gawin yun So wala tayong karapatan na bumaba sa kotse, manakit tayo doon. Wala tayong karapatan kahit anong sabihin natin. So kaya yung resolution namin, sinabi ko nga, ang recommendation ko talagang revoke na kaagad yan. Lalo na yan, sinaktan niya, revoke na yan.
Okay. Thank you so much for this, you know, because somebody has to say something at one, and not just say, somebody had to do something. At some point.
Yun lang iba, hindi nila naintindihan kasi sinasabi nila pag nag-show cause kami, 90-day suspension lang. Hindi po yun.
Okay.
Kasi yun yung process, i-hearing namin, kaya kailangan 90-day suspension muna. Pero after ng hearing, yun na yung desisyon. Kung i-revoke ka o hindi. Maliwanag yung mga ebidensya sa kanila kaya revoke sila.
You know, I think some people just like me and Egay, and we sometimes wonder, asan na yung resolution nitong kaso na to? It's kasi for some reason, the ones that you told me about, siguro 3 out of 5 of that, hindi siya nabu-broadcast. It's not being shown on social media. There are no updates na revoke na yung license ni ganito, item number 1. Revoke na yung license ni ganito, item number 2 or 3 or 4. Pero sana i-broadcast nyo. Kasi, because sometimes, what if I see this guy again, you know, inside the streets of Marikina driving his white small car, right? And like, you're not supposed to drive anymore, right? I mean, just like, you know, the wanted people for whatever crimes they've committed, you have to post, or yung mga, this guy is not connected to our company anymore. This guy, flash his face. Diba? Like, di na to dapat makikita sa kalsada nagda-drive. Pwede pasahero, pero di pwede driver. Right? Or kung may warrant of arrest at nakakulong na, di mo dapat to nakikita sa kalsada. This particular face, right? So yun, I guess that's what we're looking for lang, like an update.
Ang LTO kasi araw-araw halos may nangyayari Pero nag-advise ako sa comms namin na at least every Friday mag-post tayo kung ano yung na-desisyonan for the week na na-revoke.
Yes.
So maglalaan kami ng araw, Friday or Thursday lalabas namin yan. So sabay-sabay sila kung ilan yung na-revoke namin for the month.
That's nice. That's nice. Open ko sabi na namin with your revocation. Okay na.
I was listening.
Yeah, okay. So may follow-up question ka ba?
Kaya pumasok kahit
anytime, yes. So,
Sorry.
may follow-up question ka ba sa question ni Egay? Wala na. Okay na, no? Masaya na tayo.
Yung sa street racers na natanong nyo na ba yung street racer?
Hindi pa.
Yeah. So, Asek,
paano tayo nagkagado dito? I love it.
Yun nga tingin mo, Asek. I mean, it's 2025 approaching 2026, no? And hindi pa natututo itong mga batang to.
Yes.
Kung makabata ka, parang tanda mo.
Well, pag tingin mo, Asek, saan nanggagaling yung thirst ng mga batang to race illegally sa mga streets
natin? Yun na nga yung pa, no, yung mga na-apprehend namin na mga Honda Civic, wala pa rin silang tigil Kagaya nung last week, merong isang bata na naka-student permit lang yung license niya, tinakbuhan niya yung LTO, bumangga ngayon. So pero suportado ng magulang yun naman ang hindi dapat parang tama na yung mga ganyang activity. Tapos yung iba nang nahuhuli namin na mga street racers, iba yung makina nila. Alam naman natin yun, minomodify. Pero kung i-modify nila, make sure naman na may proper documentation.
Yes.
Hindi yung binibili lang nila kung saan tapos i-modify nila. So kailangan at the end of the day, ano mangyayari dyan? Impound yung mga yan.
Ayun na nga So like what we talked about off air, no, this has been happening for the longest time, since the 90s pa, no?
Yes.
And you from the LTO, from your side, you guys have added a good amount of rules to prevent things from happening like this one, no, we're talking about. What are your future plans on reinforcing stricter
Sasali na siya. Para
stricter regulations about street racing.
Sasali na si Asek. Join ako dito, guys.
Yung enforcement namin, kaya ako yung nakaupo ngayon sa enforcement. Tinutukan ko talaga. Saka yung mga enforcer namin, tinuturo ko sa kanila. Marami pa rin ang hindi aware kung paano hulihin yung mga yan. Oo, so dahan-dahan ino-orient ko sila kung paano mo makita, paano mo hulihin. In fact, yung kauna-unahang hatchback na nahuli ko na naka B20, ako mismo nakatabi ko lang siya sa parking.
Wow.
Oo.
Tapos humataw?
Hindi naman. Yun, pagbukas ko accounting ng makina, nakita ko hindi yun yung makina niya. Iba yung nasa ORCR niya.
So parang you asked him casually na parang pwedeng pasilip ng
Yes.
Nagpakilala ka beforehand? Or?
Hindi, katabi niya yung patrol, nakita ko na yan kasi yung plates niya. Pag mahilig ka sa kotse, isang tingin mo pala, alam mo na
Alam mo na. Tama.
alam mo na
tama.
lahat eh.
Yes,
Oo,
yes.
alam mo na.
That's what I want to ask also, Sek, yung mga police natin on the streets, trying to figure out who to catch or not, they should also be aware, no? Of what the cars are, of what the rules are, or how to drive a car, how to drive this particular car na, he's not supposed to do this, hindi siya kakasya dito kahit sabi mo sa kanyang, lusot ka, hindi nga kasya eh.
Yes.
Diba? Because he doesn't know how to tansya or, inside. Dapat alam din nila,
Yes,
diba?
Kagaya sa amin ngayon, no, nagkaroon kami ng joint operation with the PNP Highway Patrol Group. So, first time na mangyari yan na ang Highway Patrol at saka LTO kasi usually nung araw hindi magkasundo eh. So ngayon
hindi namin alam yan. Chismis to.
Kaibigan ko kasi yung director ng Highway Patrol
Buti na lang.
Si General Marantan. So very supportive siya sa operation din namin. Kami rin naman sa kanila. So mas maraming accomplishments kami nagagawa pareho.
Now that because
so
friends
Sunny
mo sila.
Yes.
Yes. Alam mo, may isa pang question si Egay. Question niya, on imported cars, gray market, si Asik discussed this a bit a while ago.
Okay.
Pero I don't know, I can't remember if it's on air or off air. When a vehicle has a certificate of payment from the BOC and ORCR from the LTO, how come some of these are still impounded for wrong payment of tax and penalizes the buyer? Isn't it supposed to be the importer that gets penalized or penalized? Potato. Or probably an internal problem within the BOC. Before you answer that, Asek, we're gonna play some music, ha? Because somebody is requesting for a Coy Leray song. But if you have a question for Asek Marcos, all you gotta do is ask them on playback.tv/magic899. And also, we're giving away a CFOS
tickets. Yes.
Tickets. I forget, but I don't know.
Were you able to ask permission ba?
I don't know. Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Sorry, she said yes. So I don't know lang how I'm gonna do it now, but yeah, we'll figure it out later on. Plus, pit stop poll of the week.
Yes.
Okay, so let's give into this one from Coy Leray, boys. This is Pit Stop.
Magic 89.9.
Go.
Magic
We got it.
89.9. So many things we are talking about off the air that we can't do
Juicy.
it. Amazing. I mean, you'd wish you're a fly on the wall in this studio. My goodness. Okay, you got Pit Stop on the off chance that you just turned on the radio or you hit playback right now. My name is Jada.
And the wee man.
And in the house, we've got Asek Marcos, LTO chief. So many revelations, guys. So one thing that we discussed about, because for those who just tuned in, they might be interested. So the bust that happened last night,
Yes.
everybody's nakakulong. Di, joke lang. They're all detained, all the cars, all the 10 sports cars, all the cars lang, not the people, but definitely gonna be fined. And apparently they've been looking for them for a while now because they've been flaunting all this, attitude on social media. Okay, the revocation of licenses, it is being implemented. It
For
is
the road
being
rage.
practiced for the road rage. For those of you who've been wondering, like you, me, and Egay, yeah, it's okay. Okay, they're gonna give you updates on everything. They plan to do that on social media and everywhere every Thursday or Friday
Yes,
of the week.
of the week.
LTO is gonna do that really, really soon. And Egay's question on the imported cars. So his question is, when a vehicle has a certificate of payment from the BOC and ORCR from the LTO, how come some of these are still impounded for wrong payment of tax and penalizes the buyer? Isn't it supposed to be the importer that gets penalized or probably an internal problem within the BOC? Sir, please answer that.
Yes, sa BOC side kasi yan. Pero ngayon kasi bago na yung BOC chief natin, which is Commissioner Ariel Nepomuceno.
Okay.
So yung ina-overhaul din ng buong BOC. Kaya hinahanap din nila yung mga kotseng improper yung tax payment. For example, yung Ferrari na nahuli namin sa SE-Tex, ang declared value niya is $50,000. Imagine a 458 Ferrari na nasa market ngayon for 15 to 18 million, ang declared value $50,000.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah. yung Lamborghini yesterday,
Baka naka-discount, sir. Hindi natin alam.
yung matindi yung Lamborghini
Black Friday
yesterday.
sale.
Black Friday sale, sir.
Yung Lamborghini, yung customs payment niya, pag chinek mo yung number, naka ano siya sa medicines, hindi sa kotse.
What?
Napakamahal na medicine yan. Stem cell.
Magbilaukan yung uminom yan.
Okay, so pag na-penalize, yung yung owner talaga.
Kasi kasi dapat custom sumasagot nito. Pero siguro hindi legal yung naging entry.
Yung proseso.
Yung proseso.
Okay.
So kumbaga he or she is an accessory to the transaction.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
hindi pwedeng hindi kasama yung owner eh.
Oo
Kasi
nga.
sabihin mong
Kailangan
binili
talaga
ko
siya.
lang eh.
Kailangan
You
talaga
know what
siya.
you were doing while you were transacting, di ba? Is it too good to be true? Or, di ba? Mga ganun eh. Hindi ka naman siguro eng-eng, di ba? Pag hindi mo malaman
Para
na...
hindi mo alam kung anong mga sapat dapat mong gawin,
Correct,
right?
yes.
For your
Correct,
car. So, Asik also mentioned that he rides the motorcycle. We're talking about the motorcycle. So, what are our thoughts and plans on all the, traffic law breaking motorcycle riders on the road? Right? There's so many of them. What are we
Yes,
gonna do? Wala bang coding para sa kanila,
Hindi,
sir?
kagaya nga ngayon, nagkaroon na ng TWG ang Congress kay Congressman Franz Pumaren para maayos na yung mga ganyan. Especially yung mga delivery riders natin, yung mga angkas or yung mga joyride. Inaayos na ngayon. May ginagawa na ng TWG para ma-define talaga. Kami naman sa part namin sa LTO, yung mga registration and license nila. Oo, kasi dun yun lang yung power namin eh. Oo, so yung traffic sa police na yan eh. So,
okay, para it's for their own safety as well.
yes, so pero inaayos naman ng government. Hopefully matapos kaagad yan. So at least maayos natin yung mga problema natin sa mga motor. Kasi kami, ako din, nagmumotor din ako.
Oo nga.
So, intindi talaga naman na merong mga iba tayong mga kababayan na talagang kailangan siguro medyo ma-revise, matingnan uli
Yes.
yung mga dapat
Ma-visit
nila.
yung
Let's revisit and also yung mga kung do they deserve the licenses that they have, that they own. And isa pa, sir, yung question ko isa pa for the EVs, the small EVs, yung mga e-bikes.
Yes.
Yeah, is it still within your purview?
Sa ngayon kasi yung mga EVs wala yung mga documentations.
Yes,
Hindi yan.
yeah.
Pero pabor kami na mapapilan yung mga yan. Especially kita natin daming mga aksidente. Yung EVs bata nasa main highway nagda-drive ng EV.
May
Yes.
bubong, no?
Oo.
Magalaw-galaw pa.
Grabe, no? Yeah.
Sana ma-address din yun. Kami sa LTO, pabor kami na at least may driver's license saka may registration. Pero papunta na naman na tayo dyan.
Pero for now, you have no hold over,
Yes,
these
Not yet,
elections.
not yet.
Not
Pero
yet.
the direction is
It's definitely going there. You know
Mm-hmm.
what, Asik? We should have you again.
Yeah.
Sure.
Parang kulang yung 1 hour. Kailangan
Kulang. As in,
3 p.m. talaga. Para, I think like si
Teka lang,
Egay.
sandali, he clocks out at 3, I think.
Tama
ba?
Okay.
Or 4.
4.
Oh, di ba?
4, so napaaga pa pala.
Pina-undertime pa natin
he has
siya.
to go. He has to come back na lang with Egay naman this time.
Sir, ito na pinagpapaalam. Kanino po ba kami magpapaalam? Para you'll be here at 3.
Sa susunod, aagahan ko na.
No, I mean, we will schedule because
Anytime.
we scheduled
Anytime.
Asik at 4 eh. So now we'll schedule you at 3.
3,
Oo.
Kasi sa amin sa LTO, sa totoo lang, kailangan namin to para malaman ng tao kung ano yung nagiging programa namin, bakit namin ginagawa ito.
Tama.
Okay.
Baka akala nila ng iba, hindi kami politicians. Pero importante ang LTO na malaman ng tao lahat kung bakit namin ginagawa yan, ini-implement yan, ba't namin hinuhuli,
Yes.
ba't namin, kailangan nilang malaman.
Sir, yung for Christmas time, what how are you preparing?
Adjustments.
Because
for-
there are definitely, not just people on the road, not just drivers on the road, but definitely violations on the road. Are you doubling up on people on the road?
Yes,
Checking up on everybody?
Actually, yung program ko for December, meron akong ilalabas na mga bagong projects. Ngayon, mas intense yung mga enforcement namin kasi mas maraming tao sa kalye, maraming kotse sa kalye, lalo na mga mag-uuwian din.
Oh, yeah.
Then, ilalabas ko sa December, meron kaming mobile command center na ang LTO, i-deploy ko yan sa mga North Luzon and South Luzon para merong hub yung mga LTO pagka nag-check kami sa buong highway. So, mas mapoprotektahan natin ang public para maiwas natin yung mga unang-una, yung mga kolorum, yung mga unregistered vehicle, yung mga yan. Oo. Tapos
yung mga Christmas party races.
yan, oo. Diba?
SLEX and NLEX, all those things.
And we're planning to launch the LTO K9 project.
What's this about,
which
sir?
is yung mga bus stations, at least yung K9 na maikutan yung bus stations, ma-check namin na talagang yung yung mga driver hindi sila naka-drugs.
Okay.
So makikita ng aso yun na mabilis eh. So pangalawa, walang yung mga explosives. Hindi rin ginawa yan noon eh. So at least ngayon
Wait, are you talking about explosives for the new year or explosives
in general?
In general.
For protection
Okay.
for protection of the public kasi yung mga sumasakay sa mga bus stations.
Yes.
So kami sa LTO, isang programa namin kung yung K9 namin maikot. So by December gagawin ko 'yun.
Nice.
Okay,
Amazing.
okay.
Okay. Is there any way, if people still have questions, that they can get in touch with you? Do you have social media accounts for or email or hotline?
Okay, yung aming LTO page, pwede kayong mag-send lalo na yung mga complaints ninyo. Pero by next week ilo-launch ko yung isumbong mo kay Chief. So yung mga complaint nila, yung mga kotong, yung mga road rage, pwede nilang isend doon.
Ano nga ulit yun, sir? Yung isumbong mo kay Chief. Yun yung website.
Yes, yung page na gagawin namin.
Facebook page.
Facebook page para mabilis nilang masend. Kasi ngayon ang dami nangyayari.
Yes.
So yung isa sa Occidental Mindoro, yung enforcer namin, nagkaroon ng issue na nagkaroon ng sakitan. So automatic show cause ko yun para magpaliwanag sila.
This is actually good kasi imbis na visor lang I mean, I'm not belittling visor, pero it would be nice for people to
straight up
go straight to the people who are actually handling the situation well.
Hindi, ganito na lang. Si Egay nakabakasyon, di ba? Huwag na natin pabalikin. So,
Rumonda na lang siya.
Chief, next week, it's gonna be the pit stop with Jada, Weeman, and Chief.
And Chief, no?
And Asek, di ba? Asek Marcos. Ganun na lang. Okay, kung narinig tayo ni Sarge, pa-approve nga ng ano na to.
Egay, nothing personal, just business,
kasi feeling namin talagang kailangan to ng mamamayan. Yun, alam mo naman, we're service lang for the people. Kaya nandito si Asek Marcos. Hanggang nandito siya sa LTO, nandito siya sa pit stop.
Okay yun.
Okay yun.
Listener talaga kami ng 89.9.
Buti tama yung frequency na sinabi mo, sir. Thank you so much. But
bakit? May nagsabi bang mali?
Minsan.
What?
Talagang avid listener ako ng 89 patay. Parang iba yung sinabi.
Dati nga nawala na yung Friday Madness eh.
Ngayon nagbalik
diba? Na.
Siya ang host.
Sir, 7 to 10 a.m. kami ni Big D.
Yun ang sinusubaybayan ko.
You can thank us or blame us for the music.
Kasi
but
mga 80s baby kami.
Yes, absolutely. Sige, sir, message nyo lang po ako. Total text miss na tayo. Pagka nakikinig kayo, gigreet namin kayo ni Big D. Okay, thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much. Please don't go anywhere. Magpipicture pa tayo. Pero for those who are listening to us on playback, once again, what's the Facebook page, sir? If you have...
next week pa ilo-launch, pero yung isumbong mo kay Chief.
Isumbong mo kay Chief ang pangalan ng Facebook page na ilo-launch next week. So, you can go straight to that, okay? Because some
pero
people...
in the meantime, sa LTO page muna.
LTO page muna for now.
Araw-araw kasi binangyayari, pwede nila isend.
Yes, okay. So, we're looking forward to everything, to the developments and the things that you're gonna do for the motoring public. Yes. Thank you so much, sir, and have a great day. Any thing to
just
promote?
follow my socials, Autofocus and Motoring Today.
And Pitstop 89.9 time.
On IG, it's Pitstop 89.9.
89.9. Oh, I did not forget Pitstop poll of the week.
Oh my gosh.
So, sir,
impeccable timing.
Tanungin na rin namin kayo. So, ang Pitstop poll of the week namin, if you're gonna, do your test drive of EVs, what's gonna be on the first of your list? So, our choices were, asan na ba yung post? Nawala yung post. So, there's BYD for sure. There's Hongqi right there. And there's, nawala na talaga yung iba. No.
Oh, no, sorry.
No.
EVs lang pala to, EVs.
EVs lang to, dude. Nakita mo ba? So anyway, how about you, Wee? What are you excited about? I'm sure na ano mo na lahat, but which EV made the mark? So MG, Tesla, BYD, Jetour.
In terms of EV, I think si Jetour is the black horse. The dark horse.
The dark horse.
The dark horse and black horse.
Because?
The dark horse because I think they have so much similarities with the BYD.
Okay.
Since it's affordable, it's quality, it's swift, it's quick. So, and the pricing is, I'm really impressed.
It's,
super competitive.
Yeah, competitive. Yeah. Okay, so I'm excited about the BYD because I think this is like an entry-level EV.
Yes.
For everything else,
well,
right?
It's, may mga entry-level EVs pa like the ice cream of Jetour. Yung talagang mga sub or under 500K. So, itong mga to, yung mga sinasabi mong mga BYD, mga C-Line 5, C-Line 6, these are advanced machines na eh.
Already,
so I can't really say it's for beginners.
Okay.
But it's super affordable and super, reachable.
Okay. Attainable. Okay. How about you, sir? MG, Tesla, BYD, Jetour, while we still have you here. What are you most excited, Asek Marcos, to check out?
Ako yung Honky sana. Pero,
okay.
Kasi parang nakita ko yung maganda, pero gusto ko din yung siyempre matry sana yung iba. Oo.
Okay. Bakit yung Honky muna? Bakit yung Hongqi? Dahil
maganda yung ano niya eh. Maganda yung parang Rolls-Royce ano siya eh.
Medyo actually Asik ano siya eh. Medyo nasa premium side of the EVs kasi of the pricing.
Parang ganun,
and quality also.
Parang
yung cheaper ice cream. Ice cream parang okay din yun kasi yung cost niya napakamura.
Yeah,
tapos
less than 500K EV na.
Pwede pang bili ng suka sa tabing tindahan, no?
No, yeah, if you have kids,
yes,
diba? Madaling
pang Metro Manila.
Yeah, okay siya.
As long as the school is nearby,
inside
hindi mo kailangan mag-highway ng mahaba.
In town.
It's safe.
Parang ganon, in town, in the vicinity. So for the poll, official website, BYD is on top, followed by Jetour. Yes, and on Facebook, BYD got 64%, followed by Tesla, only 26%. So both on our official website and on Facebook, BYD wins.
Wow.
Yes.
Apparently, BYD
I'm
is
not
the
shocked.
EV to look. Actually, yeah. Their marketing team is so galing.
Yeah.
Kasi top of mind BYD eh, di ba?
The product I think speaks for itself.
I guess.
It's globally number one.
Yeah.
For a reason.
I guess. Okay, so there you go. That's Pit Stop for now. Hang in there for Isabel. She has got home stretch 6 to 9 p.m. Okay, for you guys. I think she has an album review and a movie review for tonight, 6 to 9 p.m.
Not yet.
No, not. Yes, I think no. No, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
And Alex Warren's latest album later on. Plus, on Friday, hanging there, we've got the Big Breakfast with Big D and Jada. And we are going to leave you with some Eat, Pray, Love, courtesy of Paul Russell, only here on Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.